All right. This is part 2 of episode 6 of the Cruisin Cripples here on YouTube.
Deuces.
Yes, that's what KB needs to take when he listens to how bad this thing is.
And they're big ones.
Big chunk. Never mind. But speaking of shitty things and stories, we're going to talk about something that royally pisses me off and realizes, or helps me realize, I should say, that the Cruisin Cripples are nowhere near as efficient as we want to be in the whole element of disability awareness, advocacy, and protection of those who cannot protect themselves.
Exactly. That's certainly one of the goals that we'd like to accomplish, whether it's here on YouTube or another avenue.
Maybe we should be like those people who dress up in in costume and are Avengers.
Hmm.
Um, I can either go as Superman after the accent. I can go as Professor X,
Okay.
or I can just blink and go as Stephen Hawking.
Can you do the Stephen Hawking?
Maybe that's what I'll do for Halloween.
There you go. I like it.
But not to make light of what we're talking about, but we do kind of need to put a little bit of humor into it to even get through this story, in my opinion.
Yeah, so anyone that has watched any of our previous videos know that even if it's a serious topic, I do try to throw a little bit of sarcasm in there somewhere.
It's really difficult to have to keep reiterating these same stories and over and realize they keep happening as horrifically as they do.
Which is a shame, but and at the same time, it's good that we can in some way get the attention out for them so that people can make note of this and hopefully stop the insanity.
Okay, Susan Powder.
Wow, it's been a while.
Did you think I'd even get that? Did you even realize that was the reference you were doing?
No, I didn't.
That's who that was. Susan Poucher, I
Wow.
believe.
All right,
You're not old.
I'm gonna go kill myself now.
Dude, I told you you can't. Only the good ones will die at 27. You're safe.
Damn it.
Sorry. Well, all the good ones and Amy Winehouse.
And Amy Winehouse.
Did I just say that? Oops. Oh well. You are our narrator
I am the narrator.
because I can barely speak sentences that I'm not reading.
I'll try not to narrate too much and pretty much just give you the gist of it.
Yes.
$1 million bail for the daughter of the ringleader in the mentally disabled kidnapping scam.
In which explain what that is, KB, because we got a lot of people watching and listening who are not from the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, there was a case in which four mentally disabled people were found locked in a tiley boiler room in a Philadelphia sub basement, allegedly, so
Kind.
so that their captors could cash in on their social security checks.
But really, I mean, it says all mentally have the mental ability of 10-year-olds.
Yeah, it was a all have the mental ability of a 10-year old in a foul smelling room that was so small an average adult would be unable to stand up straight in the room.
I just don't get why people would do this to another human being, whether they're cognitive enough to understand it. Obviously, I'm not, because you can hear me speak. But whether they're able to know what's going on or not, what happened to human decency and to know you're probably going to spend very close to the rest of your life in prison for this, for what may turn out to be maybe 2,500 to 3 grand a month
Hmm.
in their checks, if that.
One of the women,
Yes,
I believe her name is
bitch.
Linda Ann Weston,
That's what I said, bitch.
right, was also convicted of keeping 25-year-old Bernardo Ramos in the closet of her North Philadelphia apartment until he starved to death in 1981. So this woman's got a history of psychosis and just cruelty.
I'm praying that this woman never sees the light of day again and is kept in solitary confinement like she kept these poor individuals who couldn't fend for themselves.
She only served 8 years for that crime, in which she beat Ramos with a hammer, tied him up in the closet, fed him 3 times over 2 months until he died.
Nice. I'm amazed he lasted that long.
Well, some people have an amazingly strong will to live, and then there's those that try to break your will.
KB's been doing it every day since 1996 to me.
So, all right, let's just put ourselves in a position of power for a second.
I would love to.
How do we stop this?
It's frustrating. It's difficult to even begin to figure out how. Social services, the Social Security Administration, those types of organizations, whether these people with the mental disabilities were under someone else's care, someone needs to follow up with the situation they're in and make sure it's a proper situation, not oh hi, I'm going to be there tomorrow at 3:30 to check in. No, you need to do unscheduled checks.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would say that these services that are out there for people with disabilities, don't treat them just like a number.
Right.
Yeah, that's my biggest frustration, is that they don't get the personal care and attention that they really need, and you put it in the hands of other people, and things like this happen.
Things like this happen, and I don't want to say it. Thank God, but thank God we're not talking about 4 guys who were killed.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
I mean, it's not a happy story in any way. These people who have the mentality of 10-year-olds are going to have traumatic stress probably for the rest of their lives because of these heinous acts and these, again, non-humans. I refuse to refer to these people as humans.
And that's your prerogative. I mean,
humans would not do this to other humans, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
But there needs to be some sort of differentiating the two reasons, or the many reasons I should say, that people have Social Security checks coming to them, and the ones that are deemed unable to fend for themselves in one way, shape, or another. They need to be protected by our local governments, our federal governments, and by people who just care.
Yeah, I mean, certainly you're going to treat somebody with Down syndrome different than you would treat somebody with spina bifida or cerebral palsy or even some forms of autism.
I'd hope so, at least.
You would hope so. And we just need to see more of that happen.
Agreed. We certainly do.
I think a lot of times people just try to group them all into one category, and all disabilities are the same, and they're really not.
No.
And each one has their own particular needs that have to be met.
Couldn't have said it better if I tried, and I've been for like the past 10 minutes. So
we'll end on that note.
We will end on that note, and one more note. I hope all of these sons of bitches do either rot in solitary confinement or just put to death. As always, up there, down there, all that stuff. KB, what's up there? What's down there?
Up there is the subscribe button, which we hope you'll do. And down there will be the comment section where you can leave your thoughts and any opinions on the particular topic at hand.
And of course, as KB has been doing diligently for a good 2 years now, more or less all on his own, Facebook.com/Cruisin Cripples.
Yes.
It is updated very regularly with different stories and anecdotes and just things that both KB and I find interesting or that actually go with what we're trying to do. Either way, check it out, like us, and the biggest thing that we ask for you guys is give us feedback, comment, let us know what you like, let us know what you dislike. We're big boys, not in the pants, but everywhere else we're big boys. We can certainly take the criticism if there is any. We are going to wrap up episode 6, part deuces.
Deuce.
We will be back soon. So until then.
Keep on rolling.